Thank you now to our colleague Erin Bates, who's on the grounds of the Expo Centre this morning. Erin, having just attended that breakfast briefing with the Small Business Development Minister, Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams.
Yes, Michelle, that's right. And the minister is in fact now doing a Q&A, but important that she emphasized that policy would be stable in terms of the ANC, whoever emerges from this elective conference. She also said she was mindful that many people at that breakfast, some 70-odd or so attendees, might be worried about the future of South Africa, but her emphasizing the need for good governance, the need for leaders of integrity, hinting perhaps at what's top of her mind as we hear that voting is now complete. Of course, it's the counting which follows next. And Michelle, I am surrounded here by some artwork. There are different delegates and sort of stand conveners, I suppose you could say, here just next to Hall 5. Of course, these are leaders of the ANC, some of the leaders of the party. And in fact, to my left here, as we make our way through, we're going to speak to someone from the township business community. You can see some of the leaders, current and past, of the governing party. Of course, the question now is who's going to be leading the ANC forward and how close the race is between Drs. William Kize and President Cyril Ramaphosa, as those 4,426 odd delegates have put their marks down on their ballots. Michelle, we are now joining the Township Economy Pavilion, and we are going to be speaking to Beki Twala about township economies. Sir, President of the Township Economic Commission, tell us more about why you're here today attending the Minister's breakfast.
No, thank you very much. Good morning to the viewers at home. Yes, as you said, my name is Beki Twala. I'm the founder and the president of the Township Economic Commission, SA. We just want to say thank you to PBF for giving us this opportunity and the platform, to bring the township economy in the mainstream economy, but also, having an opportunity to speak to the minister in terms of what is it that is happening in the township. Because one of the things that are very critical is to organize ourselves as businesses and business community in the township. Because at the end of the day, it's very important, to make sure that the businesses in the township are organized. This is why we're here. We are very excited and happy for the opportunity. We're not just only representing us as, maybe let's say township businesses in Soweto, but we are representing all 550 townships in the country, whereby most of the people, they couldn't be part and parcel of here, but they must rest assured they are fully represented.
So you're on the sidelines at some of these business breakfasts, that is, that we've heard from several ministers. We were supposed to hear from Minister Gwede Mantashe yesterday, but we heard from Minister Enoch Godongwana the day before, and we have another minister lined up for tomorrow. How are you feeling about what's happening right next door in the plenary hall? We understand 9 o'clock there's a gathering of the delegates and the votes have been counted. Thoughts on the ANC race?
Yeah, no, what is important for us as businesses is to get, the good quality, leaders. As businesses, as we are not politically aligned. We are business, but we are saying we want the delegates to give us the candidate, or to give us the leaders who will be able to solve this, to solve the problems that we are having as a country. People are talking about all those challenges, the energy challenge, the crime challenge, and all that. But at the end of the day, we've got all these beautiful policies. The biggest problem is implementation, and everybody talks about implementation. I'm not saying let's not talk about implementation. Let's do it. And at the time it's now, because if we don't do it now, we'll have a serious problem. We'll have the ticking bomb, that will be facing our country.
And as much as businesses, you say, don't have a political allegiance, it can be quite lucrative to be politically aligned as a business. Is there anyone you would like to see leading the ANC moving forward? Are you going to stick your neck out and tell us who you'd prefer?
Yeah, surely you're putting me on the tight corner here. As I said earlier on, we prefer the leaders that will listen to the township, that will listen to the rural community, that will really implement and bring about change. Because, it's very difficult out there. Businesses in the township are facing a serious challenge. Look at the COVID, where we're coming from. We had COVID, we had the social unrest. Now with the floods in KZN, now the floods are in Gauteng, the crime, the unemployment. There's a lot of those challenges that we're facing. All what we need now, we need the real leaders that will then do the real implementation. And the solution is in the township. You can't solve the township challenges and problems without, engaging with the township people. That is why we always say nothing about the township and the township businesses without the native townships and the township, business community.
Becky Twala there, thank you very much for your time. Michelle, as we leave his stand here at the Pavilion Centre just next to the plenary hall, I've got to say I'm very tempted to go and doorstop what's happening next door, but I know I'll be kicked out. Security has been incredibly tight here at the ANC 55th Elective Conference. Of course, the stakes now extremely high. Voting done, 4,426 delegates have made their marks for the top 7 in the ANC, and it's just next door. It's just out there. The delegates are now gathering for a plenary announced by Paul Mashatile, of course, Treasurer General of the party, contending for Deputy President of the party moving forward, and acting as Secretary General because the incumbent Ace Magashule provisionally suspended out in the cold for this conference as he waits for his corruption trial to conclude. Back to you.